Hello YouTube, welcome to another episode of AI and Christian, where I talk about all things AI and Christian, not surprisingly. So let's jump right in. So today's video is called the Insuperable Disconnect. Now this term was first coined by Pastor Samuel Richards, who said that atheism is the insuperable disconnect when theology meets reality. And it is a disconnect that the church historically has not handled well. And we've seen all sorts of instances of this in history, questions of science versus the Bible, gender equality, slavery. I mean, there are all these topics where there's a disconnect, where the Bible seems to be saying one thing, but reality seems to be saying something else. And so what I want to talk about is not necessarily the current controversy. I want to talk about how do we address these disconnects as they arise? Because once we solve this one, there's going to be more. There's always going to be these disconnects. And so how do we respond to them in a way that doesn't turn people to atheism, but that rather gives them an enlightened view of God? You headed out?
Yeah, we've got a protest downtown.
All right. Is Peter going with you?
No, I think he's going to stay here tonight.
Okay.
Jason, is he all right?
Oh yeah, no, he's just working through some stuff silently, apparently. So I think it's all good though. So be safe.
See ya.
All right. So today's passage we're going to be looking at Romans 14. Now in this passage, Paul is talking to Christians who are debating whether or not they can eat certain foods, right? They're debating if they can eat something that's been sacrificed to an idol. And what Paul is saying is it really does not matter what the food is sacrificed to. What matters is the attitude behind it. There's nothing intrinsic to the food you're eating that makes it good or bad. Really what matters is your motivations and whether or not you're helping other Christians. It's kind of weird, but it all boils down to be patient. Excuse me. Be patient with other Christians and other people who might not get it as easily as you do, or who might not be as mature as you are. So to them, something that really isn't a big deal seems like a big deal. He's saying that we need to be patient, and so when we have disconnects like this, we need to be patient with people and understand that not everybody is at the same. Is everything okay, Jason? Is there a reason you're throwing DVDs against the couch silently with really obnoxious music? Okay. So this is actually a good example of someone who doesn't quite get it. But Paul is saying that as someone who's more mature, needs to be patient with someone like Jason. And so it's kind of a fitting example. So another example would be if you had, let's say you're a parent, and you told your child that they couldn't eat ice cream. They couldn't eat ice cream until they had their dinner. But you, as a parent, you eat ice cream in the afternoon because it tastes good. And so your child catches you eating ice cream before dinner, and they get upset. They're like, why are you allowed to eat ice cream before dinner, but I have to wait? Well, it's because you, as the parent, you understand that there's nothing intrinsically good or bad about when you eat the ice cream. It has to do with setting a schedule and having discipline and learning patience. But your child doesn't get. They don't get that. To them, it's of the utmost importance at what time of day that when they eat their. Can you please turn that off? Oh my gosh, Jason, I'm so sorry. I didn't.
Everything okay?
Oh, he drives me crazy, and I can't not say anything, and then I do, and then I feel like shit, and I just.
You're good, man. I'll talk to you.
Thank you.